Hello. Wait, let me pull up music again. I don't have like a proper playlist set up to transition from that. I probably should. Anyways, hopefully y'all can hear that. But hello. Hello. Um Today I am working on something that is for school, which because I really need to get it done, and I figured what better way to motivate me than by doing it in front of people. Though I do notice that I tend to be on the slower side when I'm streaming, but it's fine. Oh, hello! Hello, welcome, welcome. You caught me right at the beginning, so it's going to be a little awkward as I mentally get into streamer mode and figure out how to talk. But hello, welcome. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be trying to finish up this piece, if not finish it, get a good amount of it done. Because it's already mostly there. There's just a bit more that I need to do. You see, we have this area selected. Let's zoom out and you can see the entire thing. So for one of my classes, I'm doing like this kind of video game type thing, where it's kind of like a final boss. So we have like all of this. This has to be like lower opacity, but and there's a little bar with like the character. So yeah, good to know. Oh man, we can't really see chat on screen with the colors. I don't know if I can change that right now. Guess you'll just have to be half visible if that's fine with you. But yeah. So today I'm hoping to finish up the lighting on the creature with all these parts and the purple in the eyes, and then maybe add some like shadows of rocks in the background to like resolve that. If we even get that far, you know. But we'll see how this goes. Yeah. So yeah, right now selecting that, and then we're gonna just jump in with the lighting. It's don't point out how my lighting is like vaguely off in some areas. We don't need to talk about it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to, at the very least, get the lighting done, because that's what I've been working on for a while. The thing that took me the longest was getting the the shadows on the rocks all around here. You know, because rocks have so many lines, so many things, and that it is a lot. And here we are. There's going to be a lot of scribbling, and just hoping that it looks fine. Yeah. No, rocks are great. Rocks are great, but they did nearly kill me while I was working on this, I swear. Because, okay, we're going to take a pause for a bit for the drawing and just zoom in. Because okay, let me go to the rock layer. Let's get rid of the lighting, because that covers a lot up. The shadows, they probably didn't need this much detail. They didn't need these many lines. But I did give them a lot of lines, and it took a while to do. Like, it is a lot of scribbling, I will say. A lot of it, like half of it is scribbling. And just hoping that it turns out looking rock-like. But it is a lot, and oh, that, we don't want, good thing I was looking around. We could just get rid of that. You know, we don't want bright. And then also here, it looks, no? Okay, well, thank you. I hope it looks like rock for the mass amount of time that I spent working on making it rock. Yeah. Alright. This might like half be me procrastinating and trying to go on from having to figure out lighting, Because lighting is the most, I think, not like tedious, but vaguely annoying. Because you have to figure out how it works, how it wraps around things, and it's just a lot of stuff. We might detour at some point. Because I will say, half the time that I was working on this, I would open a new like file and just go between working on this and then doodling on um on that separate file. Like if you go to my Instagram, my latest two posts are just doodle posts, right? They're just like one sheet doodle posts with like a bunch of characters. And all of those were done during class that should have been spent working on this, but instead were is given to doodling because I didn't feel like working on this big boy right here. Because I will say originally, like the original sketches, the creature here that I'm drawing, he was very small. He was tiny. Yeah, he was and then suddenly I didn't like how he looked because I wanted it to be, you know, Eldritch kind of. I wanted him to be like vaguely spooky kind of, I guess. And I felt like the original sketch, he didn't have any impact to him. He was just a little guy. It was just a little guy, and I guess these characters were fighting him, but it didn't have much to it because he was just kind of there, being little, vaguely spooky. I don't know. Like, he was not intimidating at all. Like, I need to step him up. I need to make him bigger, I guess. Well, bigger wasn't like the exact plan. Well, it kind of was, but I wanted him to look more gross because basically I kept on asking people, how can I make him look worse? How can I make this worse? And I got like vague responses to that. And so I tried to go more out and create this eye creature, which on one of the earlier sketch layers, the way I got the like eye shapes, because I don't really do like realistic eyes a lot. The way I got all the eye shapes is I took pictures of myself at like like separate angles, and then I cut out all of the eyes from that and placed them around and then traced them because, well, originally I was going to just keep my eyes in there and have it be this weird photoshopped creature with a bunch of actual eyes on it. But then I didn't know how to make that flow into it and didn't want to spend time doing that, so they're just drawn on. But that layer still does exist on this file of just my eyes all around. I can show that if the people want it, but it is there for your consideration. And vaguely terrifying. Like I said, this is going to be a bunch of scribbling because it just needs to vaguely look like it's correct. It doesn't have to actually. That's how you do lighting. There's no, the secret to lighting is all just scribbles. At least with how I do it. It's not accurate in the slightest. It is scribbles, but you know, it's there, and I'm getting it done. Whoa. And yeah. Hmm. Ooh. Okay. Hmm. I'm trying to think of things to talk about because while I haven't like streamed in a couple weeks, not much has happened. I will say because of school, I've had to do a lot of, testing because at the end of the school year is still a ways away, but the closer you get to it, the more testing there is, and it's all just piling on because they all decide, it's the end of school year, let's do all of the testing at once. Yeah, it's fun, great, even just wonderful to experience, But yeah, so I've been tired and busy with that. But I have been thinking about streaming, working on this for a while because I know that I need to get it done, and I needed something to motivate me to work on it while at home. Because I guess working on it at school is great and all, and I can work on it at school because I need to work on it at school. 'Cause that's what my class time is devoted to, right? But I need something to motivate me while I was at home to work on it more because it wasn't going to be done in time for the due date if I didn't. And so currently we are getting it done for, well, technically the original due date has already passed, but teachers are being kind of loose on the due date and giving some extensions. So that's nice and great and wonderful for me specifically, who has procrastinated working on this a lot. Hmm. One thing is that I've noticed this semester a lot of my classes is are are just a lot of time spent staring at a computer screen, which is annoying because I just kind of don't get a break from that. And half of it is my doing because for the drawing for this class, I chose to do it digitally. We could have used like any other medium for it, but I chose to do digital, and I like half regret that because one of my other classes is this another like art class, but it's specific to digital, and so that's two of my classes already spent just staring at a computer screen. And then um one thing about my school is that we don't have a lot of language classes. We only have Spanish, and I wanted to take Spanish, so I signed up for Spanish, but it didn't really fit with my schedule, like what class periods the teacher had and then what I had. So I'm like shoved into this online Spanish class that's on campus and during the school day. So we all just head to like the like media center type place, and a bunch of us were thrown. I say a bunch. There's 5 of us, and we were all thrown in there, and we have to do online Spanish at school, which is an experience. I will say, like, most of us don't actually do the Spanish work. A lot of us are very behind on it. Um, but yeah, but that's three. Three of my classes are spent on the computer, and I sometimes need a break from that. I say that, and then I spent today. I spent, God, it was, so it's 9 now, and because I'm an EST. I spent from like 4 until like 8 playing Minecraft, and then I set up for stream. So it's been, oh god, it's been like 4 hours of me also just staring at a screen. So I'm not really doing much myself to get away from that. But maybe tomorrow I'll like read or something. I don't know. I kind of have to read for one of my classes, but it's fine. You. Alright. Let's see how that is. Okay. Trying to figure out at one point we need to like let the lighting be a little less, because we're filling a lot of the space in right now with this bright purple, and that's, you know, because we're being close to the light source, so it's going to be hitting it a lot more. There's going to be a lot of light, and I need to figure out at one point I need to let that peter off a bit. You. Ooh. All right. You know, when I turn this in, I really hope because I know that we have the little, what's it? Like, we have the characters, we have the like boss, and then we have the little bar here. But I really hope that it really does kind of feel like a video game. I fucking forgot to add the, like, health bar that I was gonna add at the top here. Well, that can always be added later. So that's just another thing that I need to add to the list of things to do. I need to finish up this lighting, put some shadow rocks on the back to like resolve the background, and then health bar. Health bar! That shouldn't take too long though, so that's, I guess, the least. That's the thing out of the entire list that will take the least amount of time, probably. Because we just need to get it in, add like a shine, a shadow, and then it's done. And that's a health bar. Ooh. Right. One thing that I am vaguely dreading getting to is actually shading in these eyes. Is because eyes have like are very shiny. They have a lot of bits to them that I need to figure out how to draw. 'Cause, like I said, I haven't really drawn. I don't draw like realistic eyes often, or like at all. You know, I did the stereotypical thing in middle school where you had the little eyes in the corners of your paper that were supposed to be realistic, and they were like all fully shaded in pencil or whatnot. I did have that, I will say. I will admit to that. But very much in my like full actual art, I haven't done a lot of eyes other than like my little cartoony ones that I do, and my art style has devolved from having like actual like little cartoon eyes in them to having just straight up dot eyes. If you check back out any of my recent art, it is dot eyes except for like one drawing that I did on like the doodle page. But for the most part, I have devolved into using dot eyes again, and sometimes that's how it is, because if you scroll back far enough on my account, you'll see the dot eyes again. And when I look through some of my old sketchbooks and like doodles from middle school, I'll see the dot eyes, and I'll be like, oh man, I am back to that. Which is fine, because dot eyes look cute, and they're different from the dot eyes I did, and they fit it better. But it's still a bit of, there's still that like slight thing of like, oh, I'm back to this again. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, you know? Take a sip of water real quick. Huh. Yep. Ooh. This is going a lot faster than I thought. I guess that's what happened when you actually like sit down to work on it. And I mean, I noticed that when I was working on the rocks in the back. Did I turn the lights back? Yes, I did. Lights on back for the rock. The rocks in the back. I noticed that doing the lighting for it took a lot less time than the shadows. I guess because the lighting takes less thought because you already have the shadows mapping out where you need the lighting to be, kind of. And so there's less for you to do when it comes to, or less thinking that you need to do when it comes to putting lighting in and stuff like that. So one thing that's fun about having like two monitors is because usually I just use the one that is my laptop, and it takes a bit getting used to how the pen feels kind of different when you have the other monitor on, because the relative placement of it is different. You only really use half of the tablet, right? Because if I go the other way, it'll go off the screen onto the other monitor, right? So I need to like it takes like a little bit to get used to how that feels and how the relative placement when you're drawing is kind of different than it usually is, because like I said, I usually just use the one, and half of that is when I'm drawing. It's easier just to use the one because of it, you know? I really hope this music is like loud enough to fill the gaps where I'm silent. Because I'm noticing that I stop talking, and then it would be really awkward if you like listen back and there's nothing. There's no audio at all. It's just absolutely quiet. Not even music. That would be kind of awkward, guys. That would be kind of awkward. That needs to be filled more in, less sparse. Is there music? Oh, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Oh man. Maybe okay. There is music. I am hearing it. On my OBS it's showing that you should be. Yeah? What's up? I can turn it off if it's not audible. Oh. Okay. I could just turn the music up a bit. Okay, I turned it up. It should be audible now. Is it? Okay. Is it too loud, too quiet? Well, you can hear it now, but doesn't need to be adjusted at all. Real quick. Okay. All right. So I guess it really was awkward in those moments where I just wasn't saying anything because there was nothing to fill that silence. Oh man. Well, I guess if you turned your audio way up, you might have been able to hear it, but I don't know if you want to do that. That would be a bit much. Just gonna say that. So hello, welcome. Ho ho. Been trying to figure this out because this is lighting, I swear. I like it because it really resolves the piece, but also it's just annoying to work on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This purple lighting is so fun. I loved using bright purple and bright red. I love using both of them. They are so fun, so great, so funky. Maybe fresh even. Who knows? That's up for you to decide, I guess. Yeah. Is this Funky Town? It is now. This place is now Funky Town. Yep. Oh no, the song? Okay, I did want to assume because I did say funky. No, the song. I'm currently listening to the MCC soundtrack, which is for Minecraft Championship. Right now it's playing, I think it's Parkour Tag? No, it's Battle Box. Parkour Tag was right before this. Oh, that's so fun. Battle Box sounds like Parkour Tag. Not Funky Town, Jesus Christ. Who did write Funky Town? Wait. Yeah, who? We know the name Funky Town. Who is it by? I feel like I should know who it's by, but I don't. Never mind. I should not know who that's by, because I don't. Man. That's fine. Fun. That's a fun name. Yeah, I've shown you the like works in progress on this guy. Well, not like the full piece, but at least the creature. But yeah, he's coming along slowly. I am vaguely dreading when I have to actually work on the eyes, because that is... Maybe it won't actually take as long as I think, because I feel like I'll have to use a lot of layers to get the lighting and shapes of it all right, you know? But who knows? Maybe I'll magically just know how to draw eyes by the time I get to it, and then I won't have to worry about it, you know? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I guess that's going to be your life now. You are now going to be left. Oh yeah. Man. Oh man, that wouldn't be funky nor fresh. Identity theft is not a joke, and nor should it be considered as one in any context ever. Anyways, I just got an email about how someone has clicked on my spam ad. I wonder who this is. Can I sell this out to people? Maybe? I feel like that was... Yeah, I'm slow today. Stop? What am I supposed to do? This person just clicked on my ad, you know? A lot of people are going at it for this little identity right here. High in the ranks, I guess. I definitely know what how this works. Yep. Ooh, yeah. It's so annoying trying to find the well, sometimes it's not the worst thing, but trying to find the information about a piece can be annoying. Yeah, I swear, half the time, especially, literally, like, even though it's from a well-regarded artist, half the time you just can't find the dimensions or the information on like material on some pieces, and I'm like, this artist is not a small artist by any means. So this should be like well documented, right? And then the universe says no, and you can never find it. And it's annoying. Yeah. Frida Kahlo is a big artist. Why does no one have the dimensions of it? What? Not even like an estimate? I mean, if you're gonna post it, you don't want to post an estimate because, once again, from a highly regarded artist, it should be out there and measured. Man. Oh, really? Really? Okay, that's good. But why? Man, that's annoying. I mean, I guess it's like a bit more understandable if like someone private owns it or whatever. But like, that's still just annoying to deal with if you have to research it. And you know, I don't get why the private family couldn't just send the measurements out there. What secrets are you keeping? Man. Gatekeepers ruin projects every time. Oh man. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be mean to like artists because people are interesting, artists are interesting, but anytime I have to research anything about art, I feel like, for like an artist, I feel my soul slowly draining away because trying to get the information on like some things is annoying. Oh no, not Sigmund. No, I'm still not over that being in the textbook. Stuff about Freud and being like, yeah, people use this thought a lot, and we're like, yeah, let's have sex is great. Which I guess that's well and good. That like ideology that yeah, people should be allowed to have sex and be sexually active. But also, whatever he was on was I don't even know. Some of the stuff, like other stuff, is questionable. Also, the way the textbook regarded it was so weird. It was like, yeah, a lot of people saw like being sexually active as like a new trend, a new like fashionable thing to do. It was just to have sex. I'm like, I guess that's one way to put it. Weird, but sure. I'm sure that there was like a better way that the textbook could have phrased it. But I guess they wanted to be hip and cool and try to... How does that look? Lower that. I can always erase it if it doesn't look good. But we will see once we get it all down, and then I will get all the layers up so I can see it with everything on. Yep. Yeah, no, the thing about people wanting to the Oedipus effect, yeah, and no one actually wants to get with their mother. I think that was just him. Like, dude, your experiences are not universal. You know? Get out of here. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Ooh. What else has been going on that I can ring about and talk about and be... Let's see. Well, I guess because I have, you know, MCC music playing in the back, I can talk about that, right? Because I personally really like MCC. I get really into it. I think it's really fun. And it is back because usually it's a monthly thing, and then took a break after December MCC, which was, you know, MCC 19 or whatever. And now it's back next week, directly next week on Saturday. Not this time though. This is kind of late for most creators that are in it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, welcome back. For lack of things to talk to, I'm talking about MCC, which is going to just fun because, you know, listen to MCC, the music from it in the back. It's great, and it's coming back next week, so that's fun. And teams were announced, I think, earlier this week, right? Yeah. Which is great. And now I guess the real trouble is trying to figure out what team to at least watch live. Hopefully I can watch it live. Usually, every time since I got into it, I've been able to watch it live, which is surprising because you would think on the because usually like the last Saturday of every month, that maybe one of those I'd be busy on, but surprisingly I have been able to watch every single one since MCC 14 live, which was... But let's hope that continues and maybe nothing happens next week around like 3 to 6. That's usually the time of it. But we will see, I guess. So that's fun. Oh, man, I'm like fumbling now. Ooh. Well, I try to figure out what I want to, I guess, talk about. I can show what's happening over here because I have a separate sketch page which was also made from me procrastinating on working on this boy right here because, as I said earlier, I've been while I'm supposed to be working on this, I would open new files and just doodle, which is what my like last 2 posts on Instagram have been, was just me doodling when I was supposed to be working on this piece right here. And so I did another one that I'm starting. It's not a doodle page. Surprising, I know, but it's vaguely an actual thing. Like the sketch for it, ignore the red green. Let's bring the opacity up for that. So going down, I might have to extend the thing of extending the ladder and to the floor because that feels really short, right? And then I have more refined drawing of someone on a ladder. I think I'm gonna have to bring that arm in and like edit. Yeah, because that's where the ladder I have placed. I can like just move them over a bit though. Yeah. And then move that foot down slightly. And that probably works. And then we have, you know, that. Whoa. And that's just purple so I can see it while I was working on it. So that's another thing that I have. I might jump to this at some point. I do not know if I get too bored working on this, but we will see. Oh yeah, because you hear question. Okay, so that thing was I was thinking about, you know, the what's it, the tunnels in TMA, and so I wanted to draw them, you know, going down into the tunnels because why not? And then I completely forgot if it was ever described how you would like get into the tunnels, like what the trapdoor opened up to, if it was like ladders, steps, or you just dropped in. So right now I have it as a ladder. The person drawn is going down a ladder, and if it's not a ladder, yes it is. All right. It's good. I don't know if it was ever actually described. I'm just hoping that it's not ever actually explained, or if it is a ladder. But who cares about canon? I can make it a reality of my own. Okay, that's reassuring, because while I said that I've been re-listening to it, I haven't gotten far in my re-listen. So yeah, I assume not stairs, but there's like sections of the tunnels that go off into stairs, so I didn't know if the like entrance to it was stairs. I assumed not, because usually when you think about it, a trapdoor opening up into like the tunnel area, it would be a ladder, right? And if it's not a ladder, why did you make it not a ladder? That is wrong and incorrect. You know? And if it is stairs, they are wrong and incorrect, because no, it is not, according to me. And I make the final call on it. Definitely. With steps? You could step down a ladder. You could step down the ladder. Steps, I know that's probably referring to actual stairs, but you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna say that those steps are referring to the areas further down in the tunnel, because I know that those are definitely stairs. because he described like a winding staircase going like further down into it. But I am going to retroactively say that no, it's not steps. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I can always just adjust it and use the pose for something else. That's what we're here for. Ooh. Exactly. Why would they make it steps when there's obviously a cooler choice? Don't mind me. Yeah? No stairs have existed before the 2000s. The 2000s came with the invention of the stairs. Exactly. We are now reinventing the canon of the world. Stairs were only invented in the 21st century. You see some old stairs out there. They're only probably about 20 years old. And if they seem older, it was just the things that they were made of were older, and people just kind of cobbled them together to create stairs for the first time. And that's actually how the first stairs were invented during the century. It was that people found old bits of rock and stuff, and they piled them together to create stairs at the turn of the century. Yep. New canon just dropped. Alright. You know, usually the like music that I have in the background, the playlist for it is like 3 to 2 hours long. And since I'm just listening to the MCC music, it is only 45 minutes. So unless I change it, we might just be listening to this for on repeat a lot. So have fun with that, I guess. Though that's gonna be fun. Yeah. I probably should have picked like a longer thing, but you know, I was about to say it's too late to change it. No, it's not. I can just open it up and change it, but I also don't want to. Good luck, good luck. Yeah, I have to finish. Okay, so for my class today I have to do like a book talk, right? So to do that, I have to actually, you know, finish the book that I'm reading. And my book talk is on Monday. And I have like about 200 pages left of it that I still need to read. But yeah, it's fine. And then I also have to do everything for the presentation. But it only has to be like, I think 5 to 8 minutes is what the presentation should be. And the thing about it is that you don't actually have to finish the book to do it, because it's a book talk and you're basically trying to advertise the book. And so you can't really spoil anything. And so while it is like better to read it to have like a better grasp of it, you only really talk about the first little bit of the book. So you don't really need to talk about, to like read the rest of it. Cause in the first cause mine is like, I think 350 something pages. And you kind of get a grasp of what's going on in the first 100 vaguely. But you know, as things develop, you want some stuff could happen later down the road that you might have to mention in it as like part of the concept of the book, but who even knows? It also, you know, depends on the book and how fast the pace is. Yeah, I don't, because like even if I like the book well enough and maybe just want to like talk about it, presenting it is like it's way too stressful. And even if I have ideas on what I want to say, I always like stumble, like I'm stumbling over talking right now, but it's worse during a presentation somehow, even though it's more planned there. Talking is too difficult for us to have to do in front of our entire class, as a presentation with like all the focus on it. I'm like, please, chill, leave. Okay, how's that looking? All right. Oh, 15 minutes? Ew. Ew. That's so... Ew. That's gross. That's awful. That's not casual at all. Casual would be what I have to do, which is like 5 to 8 minutes. "15 minutes? Where's the casual in that? I swear." Yeah. No, at the end of our presentations, we're like supposed to like pause maybe if there's like any questions about anything on what we talked about. And last time, we usually no one gets any questions, but last time I got one from my teacher, which was like, "Oh, how'd you come across this book?" And I'm like, how do you suppose I came across it? Oh, like, my mom just gave me a pile of books. It was like, search through them to find a book. I'm like, okay. And I picked it out of there. Like, I didn't like find it myself. It was practically given to me. Like, it felt like he expected more based on his reaction, but I don't know what more would entail. Because, like, what's the other, like, answers that could have been given? Oh, I found it at the bookstore and it caught my eye or something. I don't know. Like, straight up. I don't know what he expected. Yes, exactly. No, it's like, you're giving me a couple of options. I picked it because I had to. No, one of my teachers, he's so annoying. Whenever you answer something, you have to give a reason for it. Like, he tries to make us do some of these, like, games, and they're kind of annoying. They're more annoying than, like, regular class time. Like, none of us like doing them. But, I mean, at the very least, I guess we aren't actually working on stuff for class, because that's kind of boring. But the thing is also, because he complains about us being short on time a lot, and we always have to take, like, our classwork and do a lot of it at home, because we always run out of time in class to work on it. And he complains about stuff like that, about us being short on time, and yet he makes us do these, like, games. And one of them is basically a kind of, like, would you rather thing. Well, one of them is directly would you rather, and another is like there's like 4 things out of the same topic. Like, one of them was Marvel movies, and there was like Civil War, Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, like 4 of those up there, and then he'll pull straws and make you answer. And if you don't have an opinion on it, he will make you have an opinion on it. You have to have an answer. And it's so gross, because most of the things up there are like stuff I don't really care about or don't have like strong opinion to. And 1, you have to answer. You have to give an answer. And 2, you have to have an explanation for it. So like one of them, I didn't have an answer for. And then I was called on, and I was like, I don't know. And he's like, pick one. So I picked one, and he's like, okay, but why? And like, I don't know, because I have to have an answer. Like, okay, but why did you pick that one out of all of them? Because there's 4 up there, and you picked that one out of all of them. And then I eventually, after giving random reasonings, was like, because it's the one directly in front of me, because I sit. Because he also assigned seats, and I'm like at the front of the class. He's like, okay, that works. You could have just said that. I'm like, you're making me do this. Why? I just don't get it most of the time, especially because he complains about us being short on time a lot, and yet has us do stuff like that. And like, if you don't know the answer to like the questions for like the classwork, he will make you say something. Usually. I'm like, I genuinely don't know. And then when you give like a half answer because you don't really know, you're just kind of throwing something out there because you have to. He's like, okay, expand on that. I'm like, I don't have anything to expand on. I just gave you something because you're making me answer. And it's the same type of thing, and no one likes him. It's the short of it. Yeah. I might have to go back after I finish coloring them and erase a bunch of this, because I feel like there's too much light right here. But, oh yeah, just getting any resource you can. To be fair, there is like a fair amount of information on Tumblr, surprisingly. Yeah. So, it's like not like the worst place to look for stuff, but I also wouldn't like bank on it. Oh god, that's annoying. Oh yeah. No, last semester, I think I've talked about this with you before about how my math final was like a presentation on on some math subject or whatever. And I couldn't think of anything, so my teacher gave me mathematical models in medicine, right? And the problem is that I could find like a little bit of information, but they were in the form of a document that I just couldn't understand, and then a 4-hour lecture on YouTube with no subtitles, no like transcript or anything. And I was like, I'm not watching that. And those were like the only 2 sources I could find, because everything else was behind a paywall. Because it's like medicine stuff, so all that stuff is behind paywalls. And so I had nothing. So I had to change my topic the day before the presentation. And do it all in one night, and then give the worst presentation I've ever given. It was so bad. Because I was sleep deprived because I didn't sleep at all the night before. And because it was like finals, we had extra time in that class, so a lot of people spend it. So well, like we had time in between to talk. And one of the things I did was I wrote down the person I was sitting next to. We were like passing notes back and forth or whatever. And I wrote the lyrics to Revenge, the Minecraft parody, down on paper, and thought that it was the funniest thing. And that's where you can really tell that I was sleep deprived. And then like my presentation, you could definitely tell based on how bad it was. Yeah. But yeah, I did write down the entire lyrics for Revenge. Mostly by memory, surprisingly. I don't know why I have so much of it memorized, but it was an interesting. Oh god, how do you keep doing this? Everyone's gonna have your information now. Trying to find sources, I swear, is the most like annoying part of any project. Like, I don't mind researching stuff, but it's also just really tedious and can be really annoying. Like, do you remember 8th grade project on 14th century medicine, which for one is such a vague topic, and while there were sources out there, you could tell that a lot of them were like older based on how the website looked, because you know those websites that you can just tell are old, or at least were made someone who doesn't really know what they're doing with websites, because everything is in bright colors, has terrible contrast. Like it like physically hurts to look at the page. And but that's like the only place that you can find the information you're looking for. Is so annoying. I really hope my microphone didn't pick up me cracking my neck just there. If it did, well, sorry. Okay, that's good. If it did, you probably needed to have your audio way up to hear it. So, you know, it's fine. Alright. Let's see how this is. Yeah, I need to adjust that. So, because right now you can't tell the difference between the creature and the rocks because of it. Maybe it's just like lower, like there on the opacity, you can kind of tell. Maybe I might just need to like change the like flat color of the creature so you can actually see the difference more between the rocks. Because right now the creature's color is like there, and it's very similar to, it's just like a bit lighter and with more saturation than the rocks, right? And so I think I probably just need to up the contrast between them, which we can do. You can't see it, but there's a hue thing where like you can adjust hue, saturation, and brightness. And so let's see if I can, let's like up the saturation on that and maybe the brightness a little bit, make it like 2 steps lighter, or we can just make it like completely darker. And then you know, PowerPoints, they can be fun to make, but you know, I think like there's good. Yeah. Alright. And if it's not, we can always just adjust later. Because it's very easy to do. Yeah, this is like, wow, this lighting is taking longer than the not longer, shorter than the shadows did. I think once I get done with the lighting is when I'm gonna finish up. I don't think I'm gonna get to the background rocks and then like health bar and yeah. Except one thing I notice is I am slow at art. Well, it depends on what it is, but it does usually take me a while to get certain things done. But here we are. Yo, it's the music that you called Funky Town that's playing again. Man. It's been defunct, yeah. Maybe it was because I was like talking about funky, saying the word funky at the time. That it got in your brain, maybe. I don't know. Yes, I am also manipulating you right now. This is manipulation. What am I manipulating you to think or do? That's up to you as well. But just know that, this is manipulation and I am manipulating you. Yep. And I noticed that you put an ED at the end of manipulate. Well, not an ED, the E is already there, but just like a D at the end of manipulate. That indicates that it was in the past, but no. You have been fooled. You were being actively manipulated. Not just then, but also now. Manipulat, yes. You know what? Actually, that's what I'm manipulating you about. There was never any E at the end of manipulate. If you think so, you are a liar and a hater. And I am manipulating you to think that there was never an E at the end of manipulate when you say manipulated. That's where you add the E in, but it's never in the actual original word. And if you spell it that way, you are wrong, and I hope you know that. Because you deserve to know that you are wrong. What? Am I cancelled for being a manipulator? Oh, that's also where you add an E if you say manipulator. Well, actually, no. It can just have an R at the end. Because that's fun. That's fresh. We are slowly removing the E from any word in existence. You might hear it in any word, but if you check the spelling of those words, the E isn't actually there. The E, if it is audible and there's an implication of it in the pronunciation, it is just an implication. It's not actually there, you know? E doesn't exist. The letter E isn't real. There's just an implication of it. And that is my manipulation. You know that meme? That meme where it's Markiplier on Farquaad's body and it's like deep fried and it has E? That meme exists because E isn't a letter and it isn't like, you know, it's funny, I swear. Anyways, I'm retroactively adjusting my manipulation. The letter E is real. Oh, did you find it? Did you mean to copy paste that into chat, or did you mean to show that you found it? Yeah. Wrong with that. At least that will be memorialized on this VOD. People will see your sources for Cloud Cocoon Untitled 1926 gelatin silver print image, 10 by 10.5 by 7.6 cm, photographed by Jersey Heritage Collection. It's not even right. Oh, well then you're manipulating us. You're lying to us. How dare you? I can't believe it. The manipulator has become the manipulatee. I can't believe you manipulated me into believing that that was correct sourcing on whatever image that is. whatever piece that is, because I don't know. I keep on meaning to just zoom out, and I accidentally hit this. That just zooms out entirely. But that's fine. I guess that works. Alright. See, okay. So earlier, I was on Minecraft for a while earlier, and originally I was planning to get some like base work done and collect materials for my base. And one of those materials is warped wood, right? And you can grow that in the overworld by having the I think it's like warped nylium. I think that's how you pronounce it. And which you can get with Silk Touch and the like mushrooms or whatever, right? And so I had a lot of those, and I was growing them near my base for like ease or whatever. And then I noticed that, so you know, with like the warped trees, they have the wart that grows off of it, like the wart blocks or whatever. And the easiest way to break them, as well as like with the shroom lights, is with a hoe. And so I realized, because while taking out the trees, the thing that was taking me the longest wasn't breaking the wood, because, and if anyone has like ever mined trees, it takes mining trees, farming trees is really annoying because it just takes a while to do. With the stems took so long to break that I was determined to get the best hoe that I could, just so I could easily farm the trees. And so I went to the Nether to get netherite. And this is that was actually the first time I went netherite mining. And I got I think 16 ancient debris. So I got more than I came in for, because I already had 1 scrap. So I only needed but I came out with enough for 4 ingots. I was surprised, honestly. I didn't expect to get that much, I will say. Because I did come in just for 3 ancient debris, but then I got determined, because I made a lot of beds and TNT, And that's how I did it, is because I made nearly a stack of TNT that I put in a line and blew all of that up, and that cleared out a lot of space and made me find a lot more. Yeah. And so then I got back, and because I had also been getting quartz and stuff along the way, I was able to get to level 30 and get a bit above level 30 as well. And so I was able to enchant the hoe, and my enchantment got it efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3, which is really good. And then with the villagers and some other books that I already had, I was able to get it up to efficiency 5 and had silk touch on it. And so now I have an and then I made it a netherite hoe. So now I have a netherite hoe that's like maxed out. It also has mending on it, I forgot to add. So it is maxed out. And that was the second thing that I got that I put netherite on. So, cause first I had like my maxed out boots, and then well actually it was the third, cause then I had my silkwood pick also has netherite on it. But for my third thing to get netherite on, being a hoe, you know, it's fine. I got the achievement for it, so that's always fun. Yeah. It was like an unnecessary thing to do, but also it just makes my life like slightly easier. Like the thing is, I don't know if I actually need to get any more warped wood, because I've already gotten a lot of it. So I probably actually don't need all of it, but I have it now. So that is fun. Let's get all of that up so I can see what I need to erase. Work it on. Oh, there's this entire section over here that I just didn't have stuff on. Fun. Okay, and then ooh, nice. Yeah, I've been tempted to bake stuff lately as well. Yeah. No, I noticed whenever I think about baking something, for some reason it's always fudge. I don't know why, but I always think about making fudge. Yeah. Only the best of the best, obviously. I'd trust you to, I don't know, bake me something? I don't know. I mean, fudge is like, I forget how it's made as well, now that I think about it. I've made it before. No, I made it freshman year, and then I had so much that I couldn't possibly have all of it. So like I took it in to school to like share with people, and then I tried to like hand them out to like people in my classes and that I like talked to, and like no one would take it. No one wanted the fudge. That kind of hurt, honestly. I was a little hurt by that, but it is fine. Um, yeah. Mm. I mean, I know the fudge that I made was alright, because I, you know, had to eat some of it because no one would take it. But, it's a good question. Does this look alright? I feel like, chunky. Okay, that's good. Gonna over here and oh, that's the goal. Like, look, I purposely put all these like wrinkles around the eyes to make it kind of vaguely look like they're bulging from it, or at least they're surrounded by like tissue. So if it looks gross, that's the goal. And yeah. No, because like I would ask, I mean, I asked you and also some people at school how to make this look more gross. Well, my phrasing was like look worse, so, but okay, that's good. Good. And we can just put all of that into a folder so everything's neatly organized. No, one time I was I was thinking about it because I noticed that, you know, whenever you make a new layer, it will say layer whatever, right? You see how this says layer 4? If you have a bunch of if you look here, there's layer 107, 105, 104. That's because I originally didn't have like all of my layers named or organized, and then I realized I have a bunch of unnecessary layers from when I sketched it out, and 2, I just really needed to organize everything. So when I was looking, I was like touring someone in one of my classes through my layers. I really realized that, man, I need to organize this. Look how many sketches I did for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we get to the final. Like, I did a lot of sketches. I think it's really fun if you get rid of the creature and there's just the eyes. The scribbles of eyes. That's so fun. But yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Good luck. Good luck. 15? Jesus Christ. Oh no. Oh no. 15. Oh god. Good luck. Yeah. Let's... While you suffer through... Oh. I guess, to be fair, some of it is your own doing, but I will also say I have also put myself in that position where I've done too much and it has ruined me. Yeah, that's fair. If you're going in and you do the work that you expect to do and then you find out that you had to do even more. Yeah. So I guess then it isn't actually like on you because you also didn't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna, while you deal with suffering, I'm gonna do a quick tour through all of my sketch layers, right? Because this is like an isometric view. I have my isometric grid as my first layer, and then I had this layer blocking everything out. Like there's the platform with the rocks, and then a bunch of floating stuff all around, and then the space leading up to it, right? Because that's what like the bit there was supposed to be. Yeah, cube layer, cube. And then my first sketch with all the like craggly rock, the first iteration of the creature, which was so much tinier, and the first sketch of the characters. Yeah, first sketch of the creature was so much tinier, less disgusting. Yeah. First iteration. Second iteration was the same thing, but with a little bit more detail on it, but maybe like slightly a bit grosser. Like there's little like stretch as it goes in between, and the little all of the eyes are leaking, leaking, and then more of the characters. Oh yeah, good luck on your project. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah. And you'll notice that I completely changed up the pose of this character because I just couldn't get it right. I don't know what was it about this position for this pose of this character, but I just couldn't get it, and I don't know why. And you'll see. Oh yeah. So that goes along with this, where you have little icon above it, and then there's like little sketch for the bar thing in the bottom. The third one. Oh, this is the eyes layer. This character completely gets revamped. Though these two like practically stay the same. But you'll see, this is the eye layer where I cropped out all of my eyes from separate pictures and pasted them into here and laid them across the creature. So it's like slightly horrifying, this edition of the sketch. It is slightly horrifying, I will say. Yeah. I do feel like maybe I should look at the eyes because it is slightly horrifying. And that's kind of fun, keeping the horrifying eyes in there. But also I do like how it is turning out so far, so yeah. And then there's the bar, slightly more refined, slightly bigger, you know? And then the fourth sketch was where, well, this is where the creature got big, right? Because it went from, tiny guy right here. Well, this is slightly bigger than the first sketch. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's the same size. It is just more there, I guess. But that's where it went from tiny guy to big guy right here. And then this one, it fills out more space, right? And then there's like the rocks are more defined, and so is the path here. And we have a lot of lines going on here. The lines are also thicker. And there's not as many folds on the creature. And then we get to, you know, where we are now with our very... I still think that eye layer is really fun because it looks so, I don't know, scribbly. Because it is very scribbly. And then we have the creature at its form now, and then the characters. And you get to see the entirely revamped third character here, which I really like how she turned out. Like, she looks really nice, at least I think so. And actually, I think out of the three characters, I like how she turned out the most. And, you know, because this is supposed to be like a mock video game thing, there's, you know, your fighter character, your defender, and then your like magic user. And I get that, like, the healer is also usually the magic user sometimes, and or at least like with certain games. But then I decided to have them be separate, I guess. And then the bar, I feel like I need to edit somehow because it looks very out of place. I think I think for that I might change the blue background that it has to some like separate character. Not character, color. I can't speak. But yeah, some other color would probably work for that. To make it like feel more properly there. Right? Yeah. I guess my big issue right now is finding the difference between the creature and the rock, because when we did critiques for this in class, the thing that was pointed out was that the texturing between the creature and rocks were like very similar, because a lot of it is like a lot of lines, and the way I did it was a lot of scribbles, as you know. So I guess the difficulty in that is trying to find the difference in it, which a lot of it can probably be in how, you know, I darkened up the creature. Which I might do again, just to see, because while I didn't like it really that dark, it creates a definite difference between the two. And that is like what I need for it to look nice. I think that actually works. I do kind of feel like I did kind of like it where the creature was a bit lighter, because that's where it originally was, that the creature was lighter than the rocks. But it being darker does have like a good like focal point, because I don't know. Yeah. So I should probably go and work on the eyes, huh? And that's kind of what I've been dreading. I don't know if I want to do that right now. I could. I keep on moving the window around. And I could look on the background area and do like the rocks in the back too. Because if I have it, oh, that's like nearly black, jeez. But if I have to resolve the background and make it look like there's more going on, we can just yeah, let's move that. And then have, if I have the drawing thing selected, I've done that so many times where I've tried to draw, but then I had it selected, so I was like drawing with transparency or whatever you would refer to it as. I just kind of do it like erasing, but with whatever brush you're using, you know? I don't know what I want these rocks to look like. And we're only going to get the shadow of it, so the shape has to be good for them. Because that's all we're getting of it. Oh. I will say, one of the annoying things, but while drawing with the fill bucket is so much easier and it makes my life so much better, I always forget that there's always so many gaps that I need to fill in for it, especially when working with a small brush, because with small brushes those gaps are more likely to happen even if you do it all in one stroke, because even if you're doing that, you see that was one stroke, but there's gaps here and there from how small the brush is compared to the canvas size. So I just need to find where the gaps are and then do that. It doesn't really look good. I don't know. I don't feel like I can draw rocks right now. I don't know why. I guess I'm just not in the rocky mood. But let's see. I mean, a lot of it is just doing like wiggly lines and hoping for the best, you know? But, Jesus Christ. This is going to be a lot of that, me trying to fill it, and they're just, it's just filling up the entire space behind it instead. I've had to deal with that a lot while working on this. Yeah, let's have a little tinier one. Over here. And then there we are. All right. No? Okay. Well, I tried. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, nice. That was good. Jeez. Need to like reshape that a bit to make it a bit more rock-like. I don't know. Trying to figure out. I kind of want it to go behind this rock over here, but I want it to look alright. So I think I'm just gonna draw it out in like this open area and then drag it over. Because I do want it to look like one continuous rock, so. I'm getting lucky with these past few. I've been better at having the lines be all connected and having no gaps, I guess. You can drag it over here. I don't know, that doesn't actually look good there. I feel like it needs to be more bottom heavy. Let's see, if we transform, flip, no, wrong flip. There we are. Do that. That doesn't look good either. Well, first let's see how this looks with the background. I guess about there would be good. And then I guess maybe to imply some definition to them, we have there, maybe? Does it look better? I don't know. I don't know if those rocks look good at all. If they like fit. But I don't know what about them is wrong. I guess maybe the color, the definition. Cause okay, let's go here. No, that doesn't have any. I don't know. I might like get back to that because I don't know how I feel about that. Well, first let's see how it is with like this. Yeah, I do feel like, okay, I do feel like the one that had like slight definition does look better than the ones that are just flat. But those ones are like fading away because how they are in comparison. So if I just select or filter hue and make it completely black. Or if I had it at a multiply layer, that would make it easier, right? Because then you could, no. I don't know if there's anyone there, but could like weigh in on this. I don't know how to feel about them. I might just get back to that. I do not know. I should probably label this layer, so. Here we are. It's this layer. Completely forgot. Oh. That's what it is. Okay. This is me trying to figure out if just having them all have a purple tint would look better. And I don't think it does look better like that. The new clipping layer and then shadow time, I guess. We will see. We have big round shadows and then big things of light as well, because they're eyes, I guess. So let me tell you, it was really weird. It's really weird drawing this out, because the orange goes onto a multiply layer, which is, you know, how it gets turned into a shadow, right? it when I first started working on it, it was like really weird working out like drawing it with this like bright orange. Like I know that I could turn it onto like a multiply layer already and then see how it works there, but I don't know why. I just don't like doing that. And then let me test this out first before I like completely get into it and do like the entirety of it. Draw it in. No, I don't know why. Anyway, I feel like I've been like in a weird art mood where I could work on the shading on the creature, but I can't figure out everything else. I might have to sleep on it, you know? And I will say I'm feeling kind of tired and my voice has been like slowly dying throughout the shape. And I did finish my goal on what I was saying, which was to finish the lighting on the creature. I didn't say anything about, well, I did say stuff about working on the eyes, but I didn't say finishing the eyes in this stream. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I was able to, that is like a substantial amount of work. I'm not gonna say it's not. It is a good amount of work on the creature, and like in a general form of the piece. That's some work, and streaming it has been great for motivating me. So thank you for anyone who has stuck around or has popped in at any point in the stream, hanging out. And I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah. Thank you. Bye, I guess. I sort of, you know, I've been streaming for like a bit. I've done like, well, not like a lot of streams, but like not a little amount. I should know how to end stream by now. But yeah, gonna leave it at that. This piece is nearly done, so let's actually get all the layers up so you can see. Yeah, I really need to figure out how to make this not look so out of place on here. Like, I feel like it needs to be like a bit higher. I don't know. I can determine that later. You know? But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.